welcome to Let's Talk. I'm your host, Denise Hill, and I'm here with my co-host,
Sarita Smith.
And she is my partner. I'm not going to be here by myself. I know back in May I said I was going to do reviews on the reality TV shows, but there's so much negativity that I just can't even watch those shows anymore.
Way too much.
Yes.
Way too much.
So what we decided to do was do reviews on movies and television series. And we're also going to do reviews on books. So if you have any books that you want us to review, you have any movies or television series that you want us to review, just email us. You can email us at dhpublishingco@gmail.com, and that information is at the bottom of your screen. So, what are we going to do now?
Let's talk about that show, Reasonable Doubt. It's on Hulu.
Yes.
It is an amazing show, all the way down to the writing, the acting, the
plot.
Yes. Everything about it. I couldn't get enough of that show.
I know.
I hope they make a whole other season.
And they only did 9 episodes, so I hope they come back with a season 2.
They better come back with the season 2. I'm writing somebody if they don't, because that was the joy of my husband and I's nights together. We were just like, okay, we can't wait. Get it queued up, baby. Get it queued up.
Well, I actually just binge watched the entire thing. Well, no, I didn't, because it came on weekly on Hulu. Yes. So, who are the characters? I know it's Sean
Patrick
Thomas.
Yes. And then I hope I'm not mispronouncing her name, but I think it's Imayatsi Corianaldi, I think it is.
And then you said McKinley
Freeman, right.
Yes. So if you have not watched that show, it's on Hulu, and it's 9 episodes. So go ahead and watch it, and we'll be back next week, so we'll talk about it. And then there's also another show that we wanted to talk about, was Lies and Secrets, or
Secrets and Lies.
Yes. And that also has Michael Ealy. Michael's in both of those movies.
Yes, Michael Ealy. Phenomenal actor. Fine as well, but he already knows that, so I don't want to blow his head up too big, but yeah, he's an amazing actor. He never ceases to amaze me. And I like the fact that he's not that type of actor that you typecast him.
Yes.
He's different in everything.
Yes, because you don't, in Reasonable Doubt, you're not going to expect him to be the person that he is. Because I've never, well, you know what? He was that person before. With,
kind of, but don't give it away. Don't give it away. We don't want to give away too much. But I just love his versatility as an actor. He's amazing. I hope I get to work with him one day.
Yes. Write something that he can be in. Yes.
That's what I'm pleased.
Yes. So, well, what we're going to do is, I'm an author, you're an author, a screenwriter, filmmaker.
Filmmakers.
And let's talk about one of your books that you wrote.
Okay, so I currently have, I have so many things that I've written, but actually have out. I have a book called Autumn Storm. That was my first book, which is this one.
And this is the book that I am currently reading.
That was my first baby.
And so far, I'm loving it.
Thank you so much. So I have Autumn Storm. I have another book that I co-wrote with you and Miss Juana Hinton called All Wrapped Up. We had our own individual stories inside of that. My story was the Christmas breakup.
Right.
And then my latest book is called He Wasn't Supposed to Know. My favorite story that I've written out so far. But this one here, this was my first baby that it took me forever to get it done. I started writing this in 2012. I had it finished, but I revamped it and rewrote it 100 times. And then I finally published it, I think, in 2017 or 2018. So just a little note out there for all you other aspiring writers. Don't give up. Keep at it. Keep at it. The reward is amazing. Just keep at it. Yeah. And even though this is my first book, and there's some parts in it that I notice now that, like my second chapter is extremely way too long, but now that I'm experienced more, I know how to get around that. But I'm super, super proud of this story. I can't wait to turn it into some kind of script or a movie or something like that down the line. But anyway, Autumn Storm, it's about a young lady named Autumn. And as a child, her parents were killed in a car accident during a thunderstorm. So that's why she's initially scared of storms at first. But she ends up being left with her aunt and uncle, who squander away the inheritance that her parents had left for her. So just through a series of events, she had a hard life growing up, bouncing from home to home. Now that she's an adult, she had to do her own thing for a long time, and
Right.
she became kind of a madam, if you will, or like an escort service type of person running the show. So
Don't
she has some
tell
stuff.
too
I'm not
much,
gonna tell too
because
much.
I'm not to that point
You're right,
yet.
but it's just the struggle of her life. And then as she's older, she's saved. She has to face some storms from her past in order to get over what she has going on in her current life. So I hope you enjoy it.
And tell the listeners or viewers where they can purchase this book.
Amazon.com. So you can type in Autumn's with an apostrophe storm, because there's some other autumn storms that are out there. And then if you can't find it that way, type in my name, Sarita L. Smith, under the books category. And when you see this lovely photograph of this beautiful young lady here on the cover, that's how you know you have the right story. So please enjoy.
Yes. And, you were saying that it took you a long time to publish this.
Yes.
Well, with my very first book, I started out in 2000.
Well, what's the name of your book? Okay.
And I started writing that book, probably like 2006,
Okay.
2005, something like that.
Mhm.
And I didn't end up publishing it until 2014.
I believe that.
Yes.
I
Yes.
absolutely
Because
believe
the
that.
thing is, I didn't have enough confidence in myself.
Mhm.
And so I kept rewriting and rewriting and rewriting. And as I started rewriting, it started getting better and better. So like she said, don't give up, because
Please don't do
the first time I wrote my book, oh my God, it was horrible. It was horrible.
First step is admitting it.
But you have to
Yeah,
keep,
but you do.
keep doing it and get better
You
and
do.
better.
You do.
But the book that I'm going to talk about is called The Window.
Yeah.
And this book is actually a dream that came to me, where I was in the window, my bedroom window, and I witnessed a murder. And the people that were out there, they saw me in the window and they were after me. So me and my daughter, we had to flee for our lives. And so the character in this book, her name is Diamond, and she witnesses her best friend being murdered by some gang members. And they noticed someone was in the window, but they don't know exactly who it was until they go into the apartment building and start checking apartments, and they find that her window faced the gas station where they were at, and it was a telescope there. So they still don't know who it is until they ransack their apartment and find a family picture. And so
Let me just say that so far I haven't quite finished it. I'm about midway through, but this is really intriguing. And what I like about your writing style is I can visualize what's happening like I'm watching a movie.
Mhm.
And so to me, that just makes the writing even better. When I read a book, I enjoy
Right.
reading books like that where I can visualize what's happening
Right.
with it. So I'm very impressed with it so far. I can't wait to see how it ends.
And I'm not going to tell you guys, because this book actually has 2 episodes. I'm working on episode 3 and 4 for the next book. I have turned this into a screenplay. I've had it analyzed twice. I spoke with a lady last night, and we went over her critique of it, and she loved it. She wants to make, she loves the character Diamond, and so she wants me to make her stronger on each episode, because she ends up, just going to tell you this, she ends up losing everyone around her. And that's all I'm going to tell you. Okay. So the window is available on Amazon. It's available Barnes & Nobles, Books A Million, Bookwire.com, IndieBound.org, and it may be online at Walmart. I know some of my books are online on Walmart. But yeah, So I may do like another special where if you have a Kindle, you'll be able to download it for free. I'm gonna try and do that on Wednesday. What's the date of Wednesday? Is it the 7th?
I think today's the 5th.
Yeah.
So Sunday.
Oh,
No,
today's the 4th. Or is it?
No, today's the 5th, I believe.
Okay, so it'll
We'll
be the
figure it
8th.
out. Anyway,
So
on
it'll be Wednesday, February 8th. If you want to download the ebook, it'll be free. And it'll only be available that one day. And
Take advantage.
Yes, so when we come back next week or the week after, we'll be able to talk about it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I am so looking forward to it. I'm so proud of us and all our projects and things. By the way, retreat, writers retreat, directors retreat, and filmmakers and actors retreat coming up in September 10th through the 15th. We're going to have a blast, people. That's all I'm telling. Where are we going, Denise? Tell me.
We're going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We have a cabin. We still have rooms available. The total price is $900. You make a payment of $69.25. The final payment is due August 15th. That includes your lodging, your food, your 4 workshops and resources. It includes a partial gas credit, and then it covers your chef. We have a personal chef that prepares our meals for us. So
we had so much fun last year.
yes.
I am looking forward to this. I mean, I already have my vacation time put in. I could not wait to do it. I was like, don't bother me. Don't put me down to do anything else.
Right.
This is what I'm going to do, and I cannot wait. We had so much fun last year.
And we have like an acting coach from North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
We have a filmmaking coach from Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. We also have a directing coach from Indianapolis, and then I will host up the writing/screenwriting workshop. So if you know anyone that could benefit from this,
yes,
please tell them. And anyone that actually brings a person, gets a person signed up, and you're signed up as well, I'll take $50 off of your final fee. Can't beat that.
You can't beat that with a 10-foot pole.
Right,
Okay.
right. You can't. I mean, you have to invest in yourself. If you want to become a better actor, a better writer, a better director,
yes,
a better filmmaker,
yes,
you have to invest in yourself.
Absolutely.
You have to know what you're doing right. You have to know what you're doing wrong. Exactly. But if you don't know what you're doing right and don't know what you're doing wrong, mm-hmm, you can continue to go down the wrong road. Exactly. And then you wonder why you don't get a part for an audition. You don't get selected for stuff. You know, it's like the first time.
If you don't believe in you, then who else will?
Right. Because the first time that I actually got my stuff analyzed, they told me if I made a couple of changes, that this short film would be really good. Mm-hmm. And so I made those changes, and then it ended up being the official selection for the Austin Spotlight Festival.
Good.
So, you know, you just never know.
You never know. You have to do it. You have to do it. Got to step out on faith. Get over your fears. Take that leap, because you might be sitting on the pot of gold.
Right.
And don't know it.
Yeah.
Because you're too afraid to try.
Exactly. And you never know who you could network with at the retreat.
Afterwards, yes. Exactly.
Because they may be able to help you or connect you to the people that you need to be connected to.
Mm-hmm. So just think of it this way. One small, tiny investment in yourself could turn into a dream come true, lifetime dream come true for you.
Right.
And all it took was just a little bit of faith. Yeah, tiny investment. When you look at it, $900 in the scheme of things, a friend, that might sound a lot really scary to somebody, but take it and break it up into little pieces, or, you know, tax season is coming up. Go ahead and take, you know, you were going to go blow it on fast food anyway.
Right.
So just take that leap of faith and do something worthwhile with that. And you never know where it could lead to.
Yes.
You just never
I mean,
know.
because $69.25 a month, what could you give up for that month to make that payment?
Pepsi for me.
Yeah. Starbucks.
As much as I drink Pepsi,
if you go to Starbucks every day, that's your monthly payment for your retreat and more. Actually, it can be 2 months payment. You know, having your free time in the evening to do whatever you want to do. If you want to sit out on a balcony
Yes.
and relax. And a lot of people's rooms open up to the
The
balcony.
balcony. I had one of those rooms.
And see, this cabin is bigger.
Mm.
It has 20 bedrooms and 20 bathrooms.
Yes.
It has 3 hot tubs,
Yes.
3 or 4 grills.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just really, it's worth it. It
It's
is
definitely
really worth it.
Definitely.
And I was also talking about the reason why I pick the Getaway instead of staying in town is because it's too easy to be distracted. Somebody calls you and you got to run home, or you want to go and do this, or somebody shows up. When you're away, you don't have that, because they're not just going to show up, and they're not going to call you to tell you to come home just because you're so far away. So that's the reason why I do the retreat away.
But another benefit to that, Denise, is the fact that when you are away, you are exposed to something you're not used to seeing every day.
Right.
Like you're in a whole totally different surrounding. You're around totally different people that you don't know outside of the cabin. Now you might be there with some people that you know, but then you also get that experience of meeting people that you haven't met before. And so that just brings to me a whole nother element, and that kind of inspires me as an actor, as a writer. And then you just, like I said, you're there, you bounce ideas off each other. And then one of my favorite things we did this last time was that impromptu. That was so much fun, because you just step completely out of the box, and you get out of your comfort zone, and you just let the chips fall where they may.
Right, exactly.
So that was one of my favorite parts about the retreat.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed, because I had to be the acting coach, because our acting coach dropped out, so I had them to improv. And I really enjoyed that, because you guys did such a great job.
Right. You get to tap into some emotions that you don't normally do.
Right.
Or you might be, find that you're a closet funny person,
Right.
you discover the comedy and things, and you learn to laugh at yourself. And then once you get past that hill, if you will, then it's incredible what you discover that you can do. And then, like I said, for me, it was an inspiration to, it was another story that I had written, but I was kind of going back and forth on flipping it into a script. And so I stayed up all night one night, turning what I had, my little short story, into a script, and we acted it out the next day. And then just to see that come to life, I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to put this on film. I'm like, oh man, I've got to do this now. So it was fun.
Yes, and see, the first retreat that I did, it was only 6 people. The second retreat was 14 people. This retreat, I have room for 26 people, because there is a room that has 6 luxury bunk beds. So yeah, it's all about growth. It's all about growth. We had people coming from New York. We had someone coming from Florida, Virginia, Atlanta, and then Indianapolis.
Right.
It was just,
it's fun.
It's fun. Meeting new people.
New walks of life, and then we just had a blast afterwards when we went into town. And
took walks.
We took walks. Saw bears.
Yes. So step
don't let that scare you
out of your comfort zone and do the retreat.
And do it.
I guarantee you will have a good time.
It's worth it.
Now, so getting back to movies, there's another movie. There's 2 movies on Tubi, so it's free if you guys don't have cable or a paid streaming.
Free sounds good to me.
Yes, it's called Plug Love. I think it was made in 2017, and the main character is Murda Payne. I'm assuming he's a rapper by that name, but it is such a good movie. So you guys watch that. We'll talk about it next time. And then there's another movie on Tubi called Paper Heart, and it has the guy from Black Ink Crew in Chicago on there, and that's also good as well. So we'll review that as well. So because she hasn't watched,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it, but she hasn't.
But I can't.
But I need to revisit.
And they're movies.
Yes, they're movies. They're movies. Yes.
I'm gonna watch one of those tonight.
Yes. So we'll be back next week or the week after to review the books and the movies. So stay tuned and remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click that notification button and like so you will never miss an episode. And thank you for joining.
Let's talk again.
Yes, let's talk.